Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell to get notifications for my next upload. Now, this one is going to have a huge trigger warning. If you are, feeling a little low or, just don't think you can take this today, I will not feel offended if you just don't watch, if you click out. It's definitely going to pull on your heartstrings. So again, I just want to put a huge trigger warning onto this video, and let's get into it. Dad who, quote unquote, lost his temper and shook baby to death, jailed for 9 years. Matthew Jones blamed extreme tiredness for losing his temper when 15-week-old Cody Reese William Jones refused to settle. He's 15 weeks old. Matthew Jones is accused of murdering 15-week-old Cody. Scuzzbag. A father who lost control of his temper and shook his 15-week-old son to death has been jailed for 9 years. 9 years, like 9... Matthew Jones, 26, left his son Cody Reese William Jones with an injury likened to a high-speed car crash. Holy shit. On December 7th, 2016, the infant suffered multiple bleeds to the eye sockets, of which there was too many to count, and catastrophic head injuries. Cody, who was also found to have previous injuries, included multiple fractures to his multiple fractures to his ribs and one to his shoulder, died at the University Hospital of Wales in Cardiff the following day. On Friday, Jones of Upper Vale was cleared of murder but found guilty of manslaughter after the jury of a 3-week trial at Newport Crown Court. They accepted the prosecution's case that Cody's injury was likely due to an episode of abusive head trauma involving shaking mechanism. But still, 9 years, like 9 years. He is 26, right? 9 years, what? He's going to do 6, maybe 7? He's going to be out in his 30s. Oh my God. Sentencing on Wednesday, Mr. Justice Pickens said, "This is a very sad case where your 15-week-old son died after the incident, which occurred when you were sole care at home. You were alone with Cody for no more than an hour, but at the end of that period, Cody had been sustained injuries too severe. He died from the following day. Your case was that it was an accident, and you maintained it that he fell from your arms and landed on the bed and bounced and twisted. The prosecution case that Cody died not as a result of the accident, but as consequences of shaking or impact." In support of the prosecution, relied upon a wide range of experts' medical evidence. There were 7 in all, but they all spoke in one voice. They all said Cody did not die following a short fall onto the bed. Oh my goodness. The jury rejected the case that Cody fell and that he did it by an accident, and accepted that his father essentially lost it. You're allowed the frustration worsens by tiredness. You spilled into a temper because the temper previously described by you as a white rage led to what you did. Now, hang on a minute. The jury rejected that he fell, but said that he is guilty because he, quote unquote, flew into a white rage. So why is he guilty of manslaughter and not murder, and why is he only given 9 friggin' years? what happened was a result of a loss of temper at Cody's crying and your frustration at not being able to settle him. You were with him for an hour. Jesus. Oh my God, he's so handsome, I can't. Mr. Justice Pickle took into consideration a victim impact statement written by Cody's mother, Paula Williams, on the July 8th. He continued, the tragedy is, of course, that Cody died, but it's also obvious that you, as his father, found yourself where you are now. No sentence is ever likely to match the sense of responsibility you feel. You will ever bear the burden for the rest of your life. But will he? Will he? Like, in reality, will he? Paula no longer has the son she so obviously loved, and I have read with care and dignified thoughtful statement she has prepared in which she described the emotionally she and her family have gone through. I'm 9 years.
I don't want to know.
Ambulance, what's the address?
I need an ambulance, please.
Okay, what's the address there, please? Okay, you need to slow down. Have you got a postcode for the address? Okay, bear with me while I find you, okay? Okay, is the patient conscious?
I don't know. I think he's breathing. He's making noises, but he's breathing really slow. Pardon?
Is he able to respond to you?
No.
Okay, is he breathing?
Yeah, but he's making noises.
Okay, alright. So tell me exactly what's happened.
What
So this isn't delaying any help. Tell me exactly what's happened.
I don't know what happened, but he kind of like dropped and landed on the bed, but like flipped. He took himself off me again.
Okay, it's okay. Just tell me exactly what's happened.
I was getting him settled for bed.
Yeah.
I don't know. He made. Oh no! Wait a minute, man! And he made some noise, and then he like pushed himself off me and landed on the bed. He like landed on the top of his back and like flipped over onto his front. He's been making that noise ever since.
Okay, alright. And you're right by him now, are you?
Yeah, we're right by him now, me and his mother.
Okay, listen carefully. Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove any pillows. Kneel next to him and look in his mouth for food or vomit.
I've checked all eyes and that's it. I don't know what's wrong.
Okay, is there anything in his mouth?
No, I put my hands down his throat and tried scooping everything up. There's nothing.
Okay, alright. Now place your hand on his forehead, your other hand under his neck, then carefully tilt the head back. Okay.
Look, can we just, how long is this ambulance going to be?
This isn't delaying any help until the crew get there, okay? So these are the instructions that will help him the best that you can.
Look, how long is the ambulance going to be? Because if you can, we may as well drive. Please, look, please.
Back. Put your ear next to his mouth. Can you feel or hear any breathing?
Yeah, he's making noises. He's making noises. I don't know what's the matter.
Okay, alright. I'm going to tell you how to give mouth to mouth, okay? Pinch his nose closed. It's alright, take a deep breath. We can do this, okay? Pinch his nose closed and completely cover his mouth with your mouth.
Okay.
Okay, blow 2 regular breaths into the lungs, about 1 second each, just enough to make the chest rise with each breath. Is he breathing?
Yeah, it's
okay, alright. Okay, look at him very closely. Tell me exactly what you see him doing, okay?
He's gasping for air, his eyes are rolling. Can you please wait?
Okay. Alright, take a deep breath for me, okay? This isn't delaying any help for you, okay? Crew has been arranged. Okay.
Right, so they're on their way.
Help has been arranged for you, and these instructions aren't delaying that help, okay?
Stop breathing, could you please hurry up?
I need you to calm down and listen to me. This is going to give him the best help until we arrive.
Right, wait, what am I supposed
Okay, as he's not breathing enough, I need you to pinch his nose closed and completely cover his mouth with your mouth. Then blow 2 regular breaths into the lungs, about 1 second each, just enough to make the chest rise with each breath.
Where is this ambulance, please?
It's the nearest available crew. They'll be with you as soon as they can. They'll be with you as soon as they can. This is going to give them the best chance until he arrives, okay? You're doing really well. You just need to keep going.
Come on.
Okay? Now, from now on, give 2 breaths and 30 pumps. 2 breaths and 30 pumps.
Yeah, right.
Okay? Did you hear me?
Sorry, what did you say?
I said, now, from now on, give 2 breaths and 30 pumps. 2 breaths and 30 pumps, okay? Keep doing it until help can take over. Okay, if anything changes, tell me immediately. I'm staying on the phone with you, okay? If one of you can make sure the front doors are locked for me, and I need to give 2 breaths and 30 pumps. 2 breaths and 30 pumps. Okay, someone doing the compressions.
Sorry, the ambulance is here. Should I go?
Are they right with you?
Yeah, they've got the city.
Are they right with the patient, are they?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave you with the crew, okay?
All right.
All right, you did really well, okay?
Richard Smith told the court a former hospital engineer, Jones, was tired, frustrated after working 65 hours in 6 days before Cody's death, when he lost his temper and shook the infant. Mr. Smith said he have heard his Jones character reference Philip Lewis, who had known Matthew Jones since childhood, describing him his caring attitude, his selflessness, and his attitude to life. His actions were utterly out of character as a person and as a father. He is a young man who has been working extremely hard to provide for his son. Some looking in may wonder how he was allowed to work so many hours, but we was working extremely hard to provide for his family. He was extremely tired. How can that be an excuse, though? Like, my daughter works that hours, and she's disabled, and she still works those hours. On a day off, can she walk sometimes? No. But that doesn't give somebody the right, because you're damn tired. Michael Jones became frustrated when he couldn't settle his son. It was not a premeditated attack. This wasn't care where he'd wish was committed violence, and probably didn't appreciate that risk when he lost control of himself. Mr. Justin Pickle jailed Jones for 9 years, of which he will serve half and half on license. 4.5 years. He will be out by the time he's 30. I can't. I'm sorry. But at 30 years of age, you can start a new life, have more babies. I'm sorry, I'll carry on reading. This is why this has took me so long to do. I'm so sorry. Addressing Jones, he said, I accept that you are remorseful, and you yourself accept that you failed as a father. You must live with the knowledge that your son died because of something you did to him. After the trial, an NSPCC Cymru is what just means Welsh spokesman said baby Cody was tragically failed by the man that should have protected him. Jones's role as a father was keep this child safe from harm. Instead, he caused him horrific injuries with devastating consequences. This tragic case shows how babies are entirely reliant on an adult who care for them. It is vital that anyone worried about a child's welfare raises concerns, and it could save them from serious harm. And then it goes on to say any concerns about a child who needs support can contact the NSPCC helpline, gives a number, or via the website at nspcc.org.uk, while young people can call Childline on 0800 1111. For those that got through this, I appreciate it, and I thank you for watching. As I said, it was a huge trigger warning on this video. It just breaks my heart that that baby had to die, and all he got was 9 years, which he'll serve just 4.5. He will get out by the time he's 30, 31. He will be out. That's just not justice to me. I'm sorry, but it's not. There's no justice. Where's the justice for that baby who lost his life? That 15-week-old baby who lost his life to somebody who should have protected him. That's not justice. That is nowhere near justice for what I believe that man should have got. Sorry, but I don't. Anyway, I appreciate you all watching. Like I said, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.